but nobody, nobody but you, but you. You did brighten up my life. Guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, please don't forget to press the subscribe button and put on your notification bell. Thank you for all the love you've shown me so far. I really appreciate it, and I don't take any of it for granted. It's your girl Ashake Shafe here again, and today I'm going to be answering all the questions because we did a question and answer section on YouTube like 3 weeks ago, and some people were really asking some questions, and I think I have answers to them now. So in this video I'm going to be answering those questions. So to start with, Taiwo Jinodu said, how expensive is Australia and how many hours can an international student work there? So Australia is an expensive country, but I don't think there's any Western country that is not expensive. Australia is expensive, but it's affordable and it's livable. You will love it. And as an international student, you can work for 20 hours per week, and you can work 40 hours per fortnight. A fortnight is 2 weeks. So Femi E asked, how much does housing cost in Sydney? It depends on where you live. It depends if you live in the city or you live outside the city, or you live where I live presently. I pay, it's a 3-bedroom. Mostly, yeah, it's better you get like a shared apartment to like reduce the cost if you are a student. So where I live is a 3-bedroom apartment. I'm sharing with 2 other Nigerians, and we pay $540 per week. Australia rent is per week, but that's if we share the $540, that's $180 each. So every 2 weeks I pay $360 every 2 weeks. Yeah. So every fortnight I pay $360. And this person said, and can you compare housing cost to other city? Thank you. Everywhere in Australia, housing is basically the same pricing. I've not been to another city, but I've had friends that live in other cities. Like, there's nowhere you live in Australia, the rents are like very similar, but then as a student, it's better you live in a shared accommodation, whereby you have your own room, but you guys might be sharing the kitchen, or like might be sharing the toilet together. In my own case, my own house is a 3-bedroom, 3-bathroom, so we are not sharing toilet or anything. We're only sharing kitchen. And to the next question, Sheifumi is asking, please do a video of the food stuff you brought and any of the food item if they were seized. So I'll be answering to this now. A video of the food I brought. I didn't bring any food when I was coming to Australia. I only came here. I entered Sydney with just Godimo. I brought just Godimo because when I was coming, like, people told me, oh, they seized a lot of stuff, and I didn't bother because I didn't want to stress and I didn't want to waste any money. And I knew that like I'm going to live with somebody. It's not like I have my own house where I can put those food stuff. So I didn't bring any food stuff. But my friend at the airport, that same day we arrived, he brought in some stuffs and they seized it. Like they seized some of his fish, and they seized his beans. They seized his noodles, because the noodles he brought had chicken on it. Indomitable noodles, chicken. They seized, beans, chicken, fish. Yeah. I think, did they seize his milk? I think they did. Yeah. They seized his milk. And, but they didn't seize anything that was mine. I came here with Godimo and some kuli and some corn stick, but they didn't seize any of that because I didn't have any food stuff. They didn't even have to check. On to the next question. It goes to Koyum Badarim. Koyum Badarim is asking, what's the tuition fee like? Tuition fee depends on university you're attending. Press the next question. Sheun Fumi Olowo Kere is asking, please, can you explain your application process? What course are you studying? If I'm going to be going into my application process, I'll start with, I did my research. I researched if I want to go to Australia, and I reached out to an agent. Then I knew what I wanted to do. I knew I wanted to do Masters of Public Health, so I told them to enroll me for Masters of Public Health. They got me a school. They asked for my SOP, that statement of purpose. I gave them a very strong statement of purpose, and I was accepted. And I applied with my bachelor degree certificate, my transcript, my high school certificate. And when my admission came out, I needed to deposit school fee immediately. Yeah, so I'll say that's my application process, because I cannot like go into details right now, but like I will be making a separate video for that. Thank you. And she's asking, what course am I studying? Showing Masters of Public Health Advanced, which is like a 2 years course, and yeah, I love it. Rosalie Kanafe said, thank you so much for this opportunity. So my question is, how did you apply for your masters, and requirement for both admission and visa application, as well as the timeline for them? So Rosalind Kanafe, I said I applied for my masters in 2021 for July intake. I contacted an agent, because mostly if you want to come to Australia for bachelor's or masters, you need to use an agent, which is on like the school websites. You can get an agent on the school website. Go to whichever school, make your findings, choose whichever school you want to attend, go to their website, check for, search in their search button for agents, and it will bring out list of approved agents. You see and put in your location, Nigeria, Lagos, Nigeria, Ogun State. It will bring agent that is in like your location out for you. And requirements for my admission were, for my masters in public health admission, were like degree certificates, my transcript, my high school certificates, IELTS, and my statement of purpose. Those were my requirements. And for my visa, the basic requirements was my GT, my SOP, my and I forgot, for my school application they asked for my resume too. For my visa, my main requirements were like health insurance cover. I paid visa fee, and they asked for GT, and GT is I think general temporary entry or something. Yeah, I think that's what GT is. I'm not really sure what that G stands for, but I know TA is temporary entry. And my visa application took 8 months, which I think that was because there was lockdown in Australia. But now I think it's faster. Between 3 to 4 months, the visa comes out. So I don't think you really have anything to worry about. Once you log your visa, you know you gave the right information, it will come out. Taiwo Jinodu asks, is IELTS compulsory? In my own case, IELTS was not really compulsory, but I had IELTS. But in most cases, 90% of the time, IELTS is compulsory. Because if your school don't ask you for IELTS, embassy will ask you for IELTS, trust me. Then Doreen Joseph asks, I want to study in Australia on a scholarship. Is it possible to stay back in Australia after the scholarship? And this person is asking, how expensive is it to live in Australia? Then he or she is asking again, how do Australians treat Africans? So I'll start from question number 1 from Doreen Joseph. You want to study in Australia on scholarship. Is it possible to stay back in Australia after the scholarship? So number 1, I'm guessing you have a scholarship already, which is a good thing, because I don't know if there's much scholarship in Australia like that. But I'm guessing you have a scholarship. Then after a scholarship, it depends on what you signed on that scholarship. Maybe they say you're going back. But mostly if you come here to study, you have graduate visa. Once you're done, I think the graduate visa, it's like 3 years. In city is like 3 years. In regional area is like 3 to 4 years, I guess. And you are asking how expensive is it to live in Australia. Living expenses in Australia is expensive, but even still at that, you will still be able to make good money, because Australia pay the highest minimum wage in the world, and labor is very expensive in Australia. So anything you're doing, you're making good money to fund yourself and your lifestyle, like really good money. And you are asking, how do Australian treat African? Anyway, since I've been here 3 months. I've never faced any discrimination whatsoever. I'm not saying maybe some might have discriminated against me that I don't know, maybe systemic racism, but I have not faced any physical racism. Like nobody. Like I feel so free and I just do my thing. I don't think there's much racism because I've not encountered any of it. Then Kemi Olauti is asking, what are the requirements for undergraduate scholarship in Australia? Number one, I don't want to misinform you. I don't know if there's any scholarship in Australia. I don't know if there's any fully funded scholarship in Australia. The only scholarship I know that they have in Australia is full funded scholarship for PhD students. They fund you fully most of the time if you're going for PhD. I think so. Anything but make your personal findings. Then Kemi Olauti, requirement for undergraduates. I think the requirement basically will be your high school certificate, IELTS, your statement of results, your resume. Yeah. Then Raj is asking, how long was the visa process and how long did it take you to get the visa after applying? Like I said earlier, my own visa process took 8 months, and the visa process to put together the visa, to start the visa, took me like 1 month. But like after applying, I needed to wait for 8 months before the visa came out. So different people, different luck. My own luck was just like I had to stay that long. But most people now, they wait 3 months, 4 months, they get their visa. 3 months, they'll get their visa. So I think that was because Australia was in lockdown then. Then also Gossip is asking, do you go on scholarship? Tell us about it if so. No, I didn't come here on scholarship. I paid my tuition to come to Australia. I didn't come here on scholarship because I'm not aware of any scholarship opening when I was coming. Glad I was able to answer the few questions. And if you have any question later in the future, please don't hesitate to contact me. You can contact me on Instagram at Ashake Shafe. You can contact me on YouTube. I am always ready to help.